Devising is simply a process of creating new work, where you get a group of collaborative artists together and they collectively create a new work instead of a single playwright writing a play, giving it to a director, casting actors in the traditional theater model. So sometimes people think of devising and they think of it as it's a style or a genre, but it's not that at all. It's simply a process of creating work. You can devise a completely straight, linear narrative piece, or you can devise a very fragmented collage piece.
I was inspired by bathroom graffiti on campus, and I wanted to make a show about that. So that was what we started with.
You start with an idea, but you have no script to stand on like you do in traditional theater. So learning to live in the comfort of that unknown and change is what devising is all about.
We were investigating what is their story, what drives people to write this particular graffiti.
To see students taking the initiative to create something, a voice that they want to communicate to their peers. It's exactly what theater should be.
When I tell people I'm in Potty Talk, they're like, what is that, Sarah? What are you talking about? And then I tell them and they're like, wait, you're like writing it too? And I'm like, yeah, so it's crazy.
With devising, you really have to be open and honest and trusting with everyone that you're working with, and it kind of encourages a community, which is really exciting. You don't just have all of the delegated actor traditional roles, you're actually involved in creating an original work of theater, so it's kind of becoming more and more of a thing with younger theater artists, particularly here in the Pacific Northwest.
Bringing in one idea can stem, 9 people's creative minds into figuring out an entire show.
We're actually taking words that are written from, college students and professors on walls across the entire campus. So this piece is essentially taken from the words of Western Washington University written on a bathroom stall.
Here you've got professors and students and all sorts of people of different ages communicating through this thing, and I just think that's awesome.
It's an interesting concept to explore what a bathroom means to us as a school and as a society, and it's interesting to dig deeper. What has brought this person to the stall and to write that or draw that picture? What is all the circumstances leading up to that point?
It's such a big part of Western, it's in so many bathrooms here, and then we all see how it will get painted over, and this kind of explores that whole idea, not just for theater kids, but also for students, faculty, everybody who is in the Western community will really be able to relate, I feel like. When you look up at the wall in the stall and you see that writing and you wonder who wrote that, why did they write that? That's kind of